The nation's high court punted on same-sex marriage, and as a result, he says the people and their elected representatives are being cut out of the process.
Regardless of what my views are, I think the views of the people of Indiana, whether they're for or against it, ought to have the opportunity to be expressed through our state laws and state processes. And the court now has basically said we can't do that, and I regret that.
We also talked to Indiana Attorney General Greg Zeller and State Senate Pro Tem David Long and got their reactions to the move by the courts.
As an officer of the court, I have to tell everybody that we're to respect the judges and the decisions that they enter.
The United States Constitution trumps both state law and the state constitution where there's a conflict. So they're basically saying, and I suspect that's the final word.
A local legal scholar says the U.S. Supreme Court may still take up the issue if the 6th Circuit Court in Cincinnati rules in a pending case that Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee may ban same-sex marriage. But she says 5 justices on the High Court, a majority, would most likely vote to allow gay marriage across the country.
How concerned should Hoosiers be about Ebola? We also asked Senator Dan Coates that question this morning. Ebola has killed more than 3,400 people in West Africa, and now the U.S. has one man who has tested positive for Ebola. Senator Coates agrees with the CDC's outlook that Ebola will not race out of control on American soil.
I've talked to a number of doctors about this also, and who have verified that we do have the capacity to isolate, to treat this. The key is to stay on top of it. And staying on top of it means we do have to look at the ports of entry.
Coates said airport security officials need to be vigilant about people traveling from West Africa before they're allowed to fly to destinations in the United States.